the officials to go racing here at the Alphasan International Sports Resort Kart Track. Here we go then, next race, the OKN Junior Qualifying Heat 1. Let's take you through the starting lineup for this one. Toby Gale and Caden Higgins starting this one on the front row of the grid. Connor Carty and James Agnostiidis going from row number 2. Marcus Shilkunas and Luna Flusha on row number 3 from Zain El Homasani, and Augustus Toniolo from Brazil on row number 4. Sara Matsu from Japan and Nikita Glessersmith on row number 5, after Donka and Marichana Nadelli on row number 6. Alexander Dahlstrom, whose his best result qualified on the front row of the OKJ World Finals in 2022. He starts on the 7th row of the grid with Angelina Simons-Torres from Spain alongside. Jeremy Montgomery-Swan and Dinya Islamov on row number 8. Max Murray and Zachariah Dole on row number 9. Raquel Zarith Faradin and Daniel Dalaki, and they go from row 10, running out the top 20. Katrina E and Egon Pedrotti on row 11. Karine Kaur and Ella Hakkinen starts at the back of the grid. Unfortunately, set no time in qualifying. Hopefully, she is out the track. She has crossed the timing beam, so it's good to see. Wagon is rolling, and Ella Hakkinen is at the back of the grid, but she will start, which is the most important thing. Drivers finish their warm-up lap. They now go on to their formation lap. Get themselves all sorted out again. For a lot of these drivers, it was their first time around this circuit. There was a lot of nervousness going into this weekend, I think, by a lot of them, because new circuit, lots to think about, lots to get used to, but the nerves soon disappeared when they put the helmets on and they went out for free practice and realised that they came off the circuit. The first thing they said to me was, I absolutely love the circuit and I want to do some more sessions. I can't wait. So it just shows the circuit here is an absolute roller coaster. There's undulations, there's a positive, negative camber, fast sweeping corners, tight hairpins, chicanes. It's got literally everything you could want on a racetrack, all squeezed into 1.2 kilometres. Here we go then. OKN Junior, their first qualifying heat. Here they come to the red line. Now the grid's fairly spread out at the moment. The front two running a little bit quick. They might send them round one more time, but of course we'll see what the check is. See the back of the grid not formed up at all there. And yeah, they are going round again indeed. So yeah, not a clean start. So our first false start of the weekend. Front row just needs to bring it back just that little bit. They were very eager to get going, but you can understand that. You can imagine a lot of drivers just ready to get this weekend underway in both all three of the categories. We already saw the mini race, and quite calm, collected in the first race. To be expected, though. A lot of drivers not wanting to use up their tyres too much. They've still got to do another 2 races and a final after this one. Here's a look at the start, and there, yeah, you can see drivers in formation at the start, brilliant at the front, yeah, all good, but they were just a bit too eager to get away, back of the grid, not in formation. Race director Martin Bean saying, no, let's try again. Here we go again, as now drivers make their way into the final sector. Keep it nice and slow. There you can see Marshall's there instantly telling them, nice and slow, bunch the pack up. You don't want to slow down too much, though, because you don't want to oil up the cart or anything like that. Here we go. Into the final sector now. This is looking a lot better. Nice and steady. Toby Gale on the left, Higgins on the right, lights go green. Here we go, down towards turn 1, and straight away Gale sweeping across the track there to try and hold off any advance from Caden Higgins, and he gets swamped into the back. Higgins has had a terrible start. He's fallen right into the field. I think that's Connor Clancy who's got up into second place now. Brilliant start for Clancy, and it's the 131 that's gone through. That's Marcus Shilkunas. So Shilkunas from 5th on the grid is now up into 3rd place. It was a fantastic start from the inside line. The outside row didn't get a good getaway at all. And again, that's to be expected over the course of this weekend. As you can see, the driver sweeping through the turn 8 hairpin in towards turn 9. The fast sweeper down in towards turn 10. Very quick through this one as well. The camber on the inside helps you sweep through the corner, up the hill through 11, 12, 13, 14 as well. This is just left, right, left. There's no time to breathe through this. You're constantly fighting with the cart to get it round the track, but it was a good getaway though for Gale and Connor Clancy and Marcus Shilkunas. They're broken away from the rest of the field. It's actually a 5-car breakaway now. You can see the 195 there. That's Zain El Homasani that's up into P5, and James Agnostiidis still there in P4. So James did get a good getaway. He didn't lose any position, so James Agnostiidis still holding on well. And I've got to say, Toby Gale is not looking comfortable here. He's got Connor Clancy right on his rear bumper now as they were going through turn number 7. No dives to the inside of turn 8, the hairpin. Be careful, running a little bit wide there. Don't want to hit those curbs. They're very harsh on the kart. Through the banking of turn number 9, down into 10. Again, very, very quick. So easy to just miss your braking zone, not judge it correctly, run just that fraction wide, and then it all messes up the next sector, really. This is all one big corner, if you think about it. There's no breathing at all through this sector. You've just got to absolutely just dial it in and get tucked into all these corners. Here we go, down to the inside though. Conor Clancy wheel to wheel with Toby Gale and gets it done. Gale down into second place, and Conor Clancy now in the lead. Brilliant overtake, and that's through turn number 1. Again, we were talking about turn 1 being a prime opportunity for overtaking. That's the first attempt that we've seen through the corner, but that's brought everyone back into the battle now. Shilkunis, El Homosani, Agnostiidis as well. Luna Flusha is holding on to that battle there, and again to the inside. That looks like it is Marcus Shilkunis to the inside at turn number 8. So again, a big change there, and now Gale down into third place. It's not the end of the world. Third place is still a good result, but it's still early doors of this race. 9 laps is the junior races from the 8 that we saw from the minis. And there you can see now with Conor Clancy leading the way. He's under no real pressure here from the rest of the field. He's had a good lap on this one after that overtake through turn number 1. And in the slipstream, here comes the treble 1 of James Agnostiidis, wheel to wheel here with Zayn Al Hassani. That's not gone well. The 161 of Zakaria Dole is off the track, and unfortunately for him, his race is over, of course, with the OKN engines. If you do spin, that's it. The engine will stall. You've got to push it to get it going again, and it looks like he's failed to get that one restarted. So that's a bit of a shame. Now Nikita Gederschmidt is now fastest out on circuit. Now that is to be predicted, because Nikita was very quick in qualifying. Was just caught out in traffic, so wasn't able to complete a solid time, but did put some quick times in qualifying. Here though, Clancy breaking away, and well, Shilkunis still under pressure from Toby Gale here. Toby Gale has not dropped off the back of Marcus Shilkunis, so the battle for second still on. So is the battle for fourth, and here we go. Gale to the inside of turn 1. No drama there, and no contention from Shilkunis, who looks like he's going to fight back through 3. No, he's not. He's going to stay there. Ah, right. They've got the engine going there for Dole. Dole keeps going. Caden Higgins now with the fastest lap of the race. Caden Higgins is responding to his great start, so he's fighting his way back into the field. They're in P6 at the moment, and warning flag going out to Dandalakian. He would not like that. Half-race distance at the moment now. Big sideways moment for Conor Clancy. He's pushing that kart. This driver's running on the Vega option tyre. So drivers having to work hard with these once again. Same rule as the Mini. Let's look at the start again. The left-hand side of the screen. Lockby's still up there on the right. Good initial getaway though from the inside line for Gale, Clancy and Shilkunis. That inside line throw worked well. There you can see just getting squeezed out the way as James Agnostiidis dived to the inside and pushed to Caden Higgins, who would fall back into the field. So it was not the best getaway for Caden Higgins. He would unfortunately fall back in the field. I'm still on that live picture there. Starting to see gaps forming now between our drivers. You can see James Agnostiidis still trying to latch on to the back here, but Conor Clancy looking like he's got this one controlled. Having this overtake through turn 1 in the early stages of the race on Toby Gale. Now Gale's actually got back up into second place now by the looks of it. Just behind the screen. Toby Gale back in front of Marcus Shilkunis. Yes, there it is. That was from turn 1, of course. He's still trying to close in. So Hassani, Agnostiidis, Higgins, Luna Flusha still there in 7th place. Marcus Toniolo, Nikita Gederschmidt in 9th. Angelina Silas Torres from after Donka. Dahlstrom still there in 12th place as well. And Luna Flusha now with the fastest up the race, 55.764. There you can see her go through in the all red suit, the Prada suit there, just going through. Luna Flusha from Spain, very strong just in the background, but eyes on this. It seems to have concertinaed it up just a little bit now. So Shilkunis, El Homosani and Agnostiidis very, very close on track. Now we going to see? Ah, that's another mechanical failure there. And yeah, unfortunately for Zakaria Dole, that is just race over now. I think that wagon not going to go any further. Bit of damage to the side there as well, so that may have been due to contact as well the first time around. There we go though. Eyes on third, second, third, fourth, and fifth. There's the second break of the way. Carty and Gale. No drama between those two right now, but it's all down to Vasani, Agnostiadis and Higgins. Higgins obviously wanting to get a good result back, and they're actually allowing the likes of Higgins and Luna Fusha to close back in. So trouble one here of James Agnostiadis, and I think he's actually got past. So yeah, James Agnostiadis and Zainal Hobasani have both got past Michael Shilkunis by the look of it. Yes, they have. Now it's Shilkunis who's dropped down the field. So it's Shilkunis who's down behind, just in front of Caden Higgins now, and Luna Flusha. So he has dropped down into to P5 now. So big changes here. Drivers still make their way now into lap number 9 and the final lap of the race. Clancy, Gale, Agnostiadis. Then it's El Homasani, Shilkunis, Higgins and Flusha. Caden Higgins here all over the rear bumper, just behind, looking for an attack here on Marcus Shilkunis. Probably won't see anything through the chicane here. As they go down towards 7 and 8. Doesn't look like any changes so far, but for Connor Clancy, it has been a good result for him after qualifying third. At that inside line, he got a good getaway at the start, managed to get the lead in the early stages of the race, and has just looked nice and controlled. Hopefully he hasn't pushed those option tyres too hard in the early stages. Of course, he's still got 2 more qualifying heats and a final to go on this set, the same as the rest of the field. But for Connor Clancy, first race of the day from third to first, he will take the first win for OKN Junior. Brilliant results for Connor Clancy. Toby Gale will finish in second place from James Agnostiadis. Zainal Homasani from Caden Higgins. Marcus Shilkunis from Luna Flusha. Caden Higgins did manage to get the overtake on that last lap as well. So Caden Higgins, despite starting on the front row, best result he could muster up after the bad start was P5. Augustus Toniolo then finishes P8, started P8 as well, not gaining or losing any positions. Nikita Gerashmits finishing in P9. Angelina Simmons-Torres moving up 4 places to finish in the top 10. But your winner, Connor Clancy, after 9 laps of racing. Certainly an interesting start there. Toby Gale, quick in qualifying over the race, struggling just that little bit in the early stages, but still finishing in P2. It's a good result as the drivers head back in towards Parc Fermé, where scrutineering and getting weighed in will come in. There you can see some of our other drivers here. Cam Bradshaw there you can see on the balcony watching along. There's a look then at the qualifying heat results from OK Junior. Connor Clancy from Gale, Agnostiadis from El Homasani, Higgins from Shilkunis, Luna Flusha from Augustus Toniolo, Gerashmits from Simon-Torres, Didonka and Dahlstrom, Nadeli and Islamov. Dalakian running out the top 15 out on track. 16th place would go to Max Murray from Sara Matsui, Jeremy Montgomery Swan from Egon Pedrotti. Katrina E would finish in the top 20. Ella Hakkinen gaining the 3 positions, finishing in 21st place from Raquel Zores Paradon. Karine Kaur finishes in 23rd place. 1 retirement. Zakaria Dole, unfortunately, retiring from the race. Kart not fully operational, so hopefully that gets sorted out. Connor Clancy there getting congratulated by his mechanic and team, and he'll be delighted with that result. P3 to P1. Inside row working very, very well for Connor Clancy and the rest of the field. Let's take you through some of the highlights of that one then. There were many, and the start was one of them. Caden Higgins not getting the getaway he wanted from the front row of the grid. He would drop back in the field, but would fight back. He would finish P5 at the end of that one. Great start from the inside line. Gale, Clancy, Shilkunis, El Homasani as well as James Agnostiadis, who would hold on to P4 in the early stages. No moves in towards turn 3 on that first lap. Again, it's been marked as one of the prime opportunities for an overtake. You can see there Luna Flusha in the background as well, also trying to gain positions. Unfortunately, at the end of that would only drop 1 after starting P6, finishes in P7. Early stage of the race, though, this was the first overtake, and Connor Clancy would take the lead, and that would be the only overtake that we'd see for the race lead in that race. Clancy would then break away from the rest of the field, but overtakes in the background would be aplenty. James Ignatiadis down the inside of Zayn Al-Homasani, both of them battling away throughout this one. This was the moment that Gale got back past Marcus Shilkunis. Shilkunis as well dropping down the order. And unfortunately for our man, Zakaria Dole is racing over. Not the best first race of the weekend. A couple of breakdowns. But for Connor Clancy, it was a solid result. No dramas there whatsoever. And he would take the first OK Junior win, or the OKN Junior win in qualifying Heat 1. And he would take the checker flag. Toby Gale from James Ignatiadis in the top 3. A solid result, just 1.7 seconds separating the top 3.